The husband and wife team behind the wildly popular home remodeling show Fixer Upper says the show's 5th season will be its last.
Chip and Joanna Gaines have spent years building an empire, turning houses into homes and winning the hearts of millions. Their partnership seemed unshakable until now.
Chip is always teaching me, if you're not having fun, if you're not enjoying and savoring these moments, then why are you doing?
A heartbreaking diagnosis has changed everything, forcing Chip to make an emotional decision. The truth behind this farewell is more devastating than anyone expected. But through it all, their love and resilience remain at the center of their journey. Fans, however, are now left wondering what's really happening. Why is Chip saying goodbye? And what does this mean for Joanna? Join us as we uncover the emotional reality behind Chip's farewell and Joanna's heartbreaking diagnosis.
In a blog post today, Chip and Joanna Gaines said that they need to take a break and devote time to other things, including their family and businesses.
A sudden turn in the Gaines' journey. Chip Gaines has always been the strong, steady hand behind the Magnolia empire. But now, something feels different. His usual upbeat energy seems dimmed, his signature optimism clouded by something much heavier. After years of building a life together, sharing dreams, and raising a family, Chip is saying goodbye. But to what exactly? For years, fans have admired Chip and Joanna's constant bond, how they laughed, worked, and built an empire side by side. But now, whispers of change are impossible to ignore. Joanna's heartbreaking diagnosis has shaken him to his core, forcing the couple to confront something they never saw coming. Keep watching as we uncover the inside story behind this emotional turning point. Joanna has always been the glue holding everything together. Whether designing homes, managing businesses, or raising their 5 children, she made it all look effortless. But behind the scenes, reality was much different. As she faced her health struggles, Chip found himself in unfamiliar territory, helpless, watching the love of his life battle something he couldn't fix.
And I would really feel like I experienced God in those moments.
And now, after 22 years of marriage, the couple has revealed that they have entered a new stage, one that neither of them could have predicted. The laughter-filled days of Fixer Upper seem like a distant memory as they face the emotional toll of Joanna's condition. They've built homes for countless families, but now they're rebuilding something much more personal, their own foundation. Joanna's diagnosis changed everything. It forced them to slow down, to rethink what truly matters. And for Chip, it brought an undeniable realization. Sometimes, love means letting go of what once was and embracing what comes next, no matter how uncertain it may feel. But what exactly has changed for Chip and Joanna? And what does this new stage really mean for their marriage? In December 2022, Joanna revealed she had undergone back surgery. The reason? A long-term injury from her teenage years that had finally caught up with her. This wasn't a new issue. Joanna first injured her back in high school during a cheerleading accident. The damage was severe enough to require surgery in 2001, long before she became a household name. Over the years, she managed the pain while balancing her career, 5 children, and a growing business empire. But as time went on, the discomfort became harder to ignore. By late 2022, it was clear she needed another procedure. Joanna later shared that her back often acted up at the most inconvenient times, disrupting her life in ways she couldn't always predict. However, she expressed gratitude that the surgery forced her to slow down during the holiday season, a time she cherished with her family. For fans, this revelation was surprising. Joanna is known for juggling multiple projects with what seems like endless enthusiasm. Whether she's designing homes, running Magnolia, or writing best-selling books, she appears unstoppable. Seeing her in a hospital bed was a stark contrast to the image people had of her. It reminds us that even the most driven and accomplished individuals aren't immune to health struggles. As expected, this news also raised questions about how Chip, her husband, and longtime business partner handled the situation. The Gaineses have built an empire together, balancing work and family in a way that seems effortless. But with Joanna's health taking center stage, their relationship naturally took a new turn. Chip has always been the more outspoken and playful half of the duo, while Joanna is known for her calm and focused approach. Fans often see him as the comic relief, the one who keeps things cheerful despite the troubles of renovation. But behind the scenes, he's also deeply involved in their business and family life. With Joanna recovering, Chip had to step up in new ways, managing their Magnolia empire, taking care of their 5 children, and ensuring his wife had the support she needed. Their journey to fame wasn't just about home renovations. Fixer Upper became a cultural phenomenon because of their authenticity. People didn't just watch for design inspiration, they tuned in to see a couple who genuinely loved working together. Their chemistry and ability to bring out the best in each other made them relatable. But as Joanna faced this health challenge, it reminds us that even the most inspiring partnerships encounter unexpected obstacles.
One thing I'm so thankful for is that we met each other a little later in life.
Around the same time, Chip opened up about his struggles with fame. He admitted that becoming famous made him feel like he lost a part of himself. This confession gave us another perspective to their story. While they had built an empire together, the pressures of public life came with their own set of challenges. For someone like Chip, who thrives on personal connections and hands-on work, the shift to becoming a celebrity wasn't always easy. Their Magnolia brand had grown far beyond what they originally envisioned. What started as a small business in Waco, Texas, expanded into a multi-million-dollar company with a TV network, a retail store, books, and even a coffee shop. The demand for their time and presence only increased as their brand flourished. Chip's honesty about feeling disconnected from his true self showed that success, while rewarding, can also be overwhelming. Joanna's recovery period may have been a forced pause, but it also provided an opportunity for reflection. For a couple constantly on the move, slowing down wasn't something they were used to. It gave them a chance to reevaluate their priorities and consider what truly mattered. Through all of this, they remained committed to each other and their family. They have always emphasized the importance of home, not just in the physical sense, but in the deeper meaning of creating a space where love and support thrive. Joanna's health scare was a moment that reinforced this philosophy. While she focused on healing, Chip took on more responsibilities, ensuring that everything ran smoothly. Their 5 children also played a role in helping their mom recover. The Gaineses have always included their kids in their projects, from home renovations to their farm life, so it was no surprise that the family rallied around Joanna during this time. As time passed, Joanna slowly eased back into her routine, but this experience undoubtedly left a lasting impact. It raised questions about the future. Would they continue at the same relentless pace? Or would this be a turning point? Would they take a step back from certain projects to focus more on their well-being? One thing fans appreciate about Chip and Joanna is their transparency. They don't pretend to have everything figured out. Whether it's managing fame, expanding their business, or dealing with personal challenges, they approach life with an honesty that resonates with people. Joanna's back surgery was more than just a medical procedure. It was a moment that highlighted the unpredictability of life. Even those who seem to have it all face unexpected turns. But what matters most is how they handle those challenges. The Gaineses have always been about not giving up, and this chapter in their lives is no exception. As they move forward, it's clear that this experience will shape their future in ways they might not have anticipated. Whether it leads to new perspectives, adjustments in their business, or simply a renewed appreciation for health and family, it's a moment that won't be forgotten. For fans, Joanna's story shows that nobody is immune to challenges. It's easy to admire people for their successes, but seeing them face difficulties makes them even more relatable. The Gaines' ability to balance ambition with staying true to themselves is what makes them stand out. Looking ahead, one can't help but wonder, will they shift their focus toward projects that allow for a slower pace? Will this challenge inspire new ventures centered around wellness and self-care? Or will they continue full speed ahead, proving once again that they can handle anything that comes their way? Only time will tell. But we know that Chip and Joanna Gaines will face whatever comes next together, just as they always have. But there's still more to their story than many realize. Keep watching to see how this chapter unfolds for the Gaines family. The Magnolia Empire and a Shifting Future. While Joanna Gaines's health update surprised many, it also raised a different question. What does this mean for the Magnolia Empire? The brand she and Chip built from the ground up has become more than just a home renovation business. It's a lifestyle, a movement, and a billion-dollar enterprise. But with everything happening behind the scenes, fans are now wondering if Magnolia is entering a new phase, one that could bring unexpected changes. At the heart of the Magnolia brand is an image of warmth, authenticity, and hard work.
As you come in today, and I think for us as we designed this project, what we really want you to feel and see is
Magnolia Market, Magnolia Table, Magnolia Network. These aren't just projects. They are extensions of their vision. For years, they expanded relentlessly, taking on new challenges without hesitation. But now, as personal circumstances shift, the future of their empire is a growing topic of discussion. One major area of focus is the Magnolia Network. When the couple first announced their television network in partnership with Warner Bros. Discovery, it was seen as an ambitious step forward. They were no longer just HGTV stars, they were media executives shaping content on their own terms. The network launched with a slate of original programming, showcasing not just their own projects, but also creators who shared their vision for home, food, and family. Yet running a television network is no small feat. Unlike hosting a single show, a network requires constant decision-making, content curation, and long-term planning. The responsibility of maintaining an entire channel while managing other businesses is demanding. Given everything happening in their personal lives, fans are curious about how they will manage these commitments moving forward. Another factor to consider is the retail side of Magnolia. The Gaines's influence extends far beyond television, with their home decor, furniture, and lifestyle products sold across major retailers. Their collaborations with brands like Target made Magnolia's aesthetic widely accessible. However, retail is an ever-changing industry. Trends shift, consumer habits evolve, and businesses must adapt to stay relevant. Recently, Magnolia has faced some challenges in this space. The home decor market has grown increasingly competitive, with new brands emerging constantly. Maintaining a fresh, appealing product line requires continuous innovation. The question now is whether the Gaineses will take a more hands-on approach in reshaping their retail strategy or step back and let their team lead the way. Their restaurant, Magnolia Table, is another key part of their brand. Located in Waco, it has become a must-visit destination for fans. But running a restaurant, especially one tied to a celebrity brand, comes with its own set of pressures. Customers expect a certain level of quality and experience, and ensuring consistency is important. Beyond their existing ventures, another major topic is expansion. The Gaineses have never been ones to stay stagnant. Over the years, they have hinted at future projects, from new property developments to potential international ventures. But with their current commitments already at a high level, many are wondering if this is the moment they finally pause and evaluate what's next. One intriguing possibility is a shift toward digital content. With streaming services and online platforms continuing to grow, Magnolia Network could lean further into digital-first content. This would allow them to reach a global audience without the constraints of traditional television. If they decide to move in this direction, it could redefine how their brand engages with fans in the coming years. Their personal connection to Magnolia also plays a role in these decisions. Unlike many business moguls who operate behind the scenes, Chip and Joanna are the face of their brand. Their involvement isn't just a marketing tool, it's a fundamental part of what makes Magnolia resonate with people. However, this level of visibility comes with challenges. The more personally involved they are, the more pressure they face to maintain their public image. For years, their work-life balance has been a frequent topic of discussion.
Our relationship is what brings us passion and energy.
With 5 children and a business empire, finding balance has never been simple. Their approach to managing it all has often been admired, but there's always the question of how sustainable it is in the long run. Now, with everything happening, they may be reassessing their priorities in a way that affects the future of Magnolia. Besides, the Gaineses have always been passionate about community involvement. Waco has benefited tremendously from Magnolia's success, bringing tourism, jobs, and development to the area. Their impact on the local economy is undeniable. However, as they consider future projects, there may be a shift toward initiatives that focus even more on giving back. One possible direction could be education and mentorship. They have previously expressed a desire to inspire young entrepreneurs, designers, and builders. If they decide to expand in this area, it could lead to new programs or partnerships aimed at helping others succeed in creative industries. Sustainability is another area where they could make a significant impact. The conversation around ethical sourcing, eco-friendly materials, and responsible business practices is more important than ever. Magnolia has always promoted timeless design, but will they take a stronger stance on sustainability in the future? If so, it could reshape how they approach everything from product development to renovations. With so many moving pieces, it's clear that Magnolia is at a turning point. Whether they continue expanding, shift their focus, or take a step back to reflect, this moment is one of change. Fans are watching closely to see what comes next, knowing that whatever they decide, it will shape not just their brand, but also their legacy. But will they continue to push forward at the same pace? Or will this be the moment they redefine what success looks like for them? Only time will tell. But one thing is certain, change is on the horizon. Keep watching. There's still more to this story. Public perception and the pressure of fame. Chip and Joanna Gaines have built an empire rooted in authenticity. But with that success comes intense public scrutiny. Over the years, their image has been shaped not just by their work, but by the expectations placed on them. Fans admire them for their down-to-earth nature, but as their influence has grown, so has the pressure to maintain a carefully balanced public persona. For many, the appeal of Chip and Joanna lies in their relatability. They present themselves as a hard-working couple who built something incredible from the ground up. But in today's world, where social media and 24-hour news cycles dominate, even the most beloved figures aren't immune to controversy. Every business decision, personal choice, or public statement can spark discussions, both positive and negative. One area of public debate has been their approach to family life. With 5 children and multiple businesses, people often wonder how they manage it all. The Gaineses have always emphasized the importance of family, often sharing glimpses of their home life. Yet, some critics question whether the demands of their empire allow them the time they need with their children. Balancing personal and professional responsibilities isn't easy, and public figures often face added judgment in this regard. Their faith has also been a point of discussion. Chip and Joanna have never been shy about their Christian beliefs, but they have generally avoided making political or divisive statements.
We both grew up in pretty conservative Christian families.
However, in an era where public figures are often expected to take stances on social issues, their decision to stay largely neutral has sparked both praise and criticism. Some admire their ability to focus on their work without engaging in controversy, while others feel they should use their platform to speak out more. Another challenge they've faced is the growing expectation that comes with long-term success. When Magnolia first gained popularity, it was fresh, exciting, and different. But as with any brand that reaches a certain level of fame, the challenge becomes maintaining that excitement. Fans always want something new, whether it's a fresh design style, a new business venture, or an innovative approach. The pressure to evolve while staying true to their core identity is a difficult balance. Media coverage also plays a major role in shaping public perception. While many stories highlight their accomplishments, others focus on criticisms, whether it's about Magnolia's pricing, business decisions, or perceived exclusivity. The couple has remained relatively private when it comes to addressing such matters, choosing to focus on their work rather than respond directly. However, the way they handle these narratives will continue to impact how they are viewed in the long run. Social media makes this even more complex. Unlike traditional media, where they have some control over how they are portrayed, platforms like Instagram and Twitter create direct interactions with fans. While this allows them to share their journey on their terms, it also opens the door for immediate feedback, both positive and negative. One viral post can shape public opinion overnight, making every social media move a strategic decision. While many admire Joanna and Chip's journey, social media has turned into a battlefield, with trolls relentlessly attacking their character, beliefs, and even their family. One of the hardest things for Joanna has been dealing with false accusations. She opened up about how certain headlines have deeply affected her, particularly those that question her values. While she has learned to ignore most of them, some claims are too painful to brush off, like being labeled racist or being against the Pride community. As someone who grew up feeling different due to her Korean heritage, Joanna knows what it's like to be excluded. Now, seeing her own values misrepresented online has left her feeling frustrated and heartbroken. Chip, on the other hand, has a different approach. He doesn't let the negativity get to him as much. But for Joanna, it's not that simple. She admitted that while she wants to move forward, there's always a part of her that wants to set the record straight, to fight against the lies spread about their family. Their Magnolia network, launched with the dream of inclusivity, has also been dragged into social media debates. But the couple remains firm in their belief that actions speak louder than words. Chip pointed out that their company, with nearly 700 employees, reflects diversity in ways that no online argument ever could. Still, the damage from social media trolling is real. Joanna has sleepless nights, haunted by how easily false narratives spread. The weight of public perception is something she never asked for, but it's now part of her reality. And in an era where one viral tweet can twist the truth, she's left wondering, will people ever see them for who they really are? Brand collaborations have also sparked discussions. Their partnerships with major companies like Target have made Magnolia's aesthetic more accessible, but they have also led to questions about exclusivity. Some fans love that they can bring Joanna's designs into their own homes at a more affordable price, while others feel that the brand's expansion into mainstream retail has made it less special. Walking the fine line between accessibility and maintaining a sense of uniqueness is something many celebrity brands struggle with. Then there's the topic of expansion itself. While Magnolia started as a home renovation business, it has grown into an empire that includes a TV network, retail lines, a restaurant, and real estate ventures. Some fans appreciate their ambition and drive, but others wonder if they are stretching themselves too thin. The expectation that they must constantly introduce new projects can be overwhelming, even for seasoned entrepreneurs. Despite these pressures, the Gaineses have managed to maintain a largely positive public image. Their ability to stay grounded and avoid major scandals has been a key factor in their continued success. But as their empire grows, so does the complexity of managing public perception. Every decision, whether personal or professional, carries weight. The question now is how they will handle these changes. Will they continue to expand at the same pace, or will they take a step back to protect their personal and family life? Can they maintain the same level of authenticity in a world where celebrity brands are constantly scrutinized? Whatever happens next, the world is watching, and with so much at stake, their next move could define their legacy. What do you think about their latest revelation? Let us know in the comments. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more. Also, click the following video shown on your screen. You will enjoy it.